All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much for joining me live this evening. Yay! We are going to talk about Islandpreneur Live and about the 4 principles that you need to understand to disrupt habits and allow you to break some ground, to go to the next level. I'm just making sure that on all of the socials we are ready to go. If this is the first time that we are connecting with each other, hi, my name is Ife Badajo, and I'm here trying to make sure my Islandpreneur is in the frame. I am the founder and visionary CXO, Chief Experience Officer of Islandpreneur, and we are very excited. We have just about 9 to 10 days left before Islandpreneur Live is going to happen. And I can rattle on and off about that. I'm going to show you some things. But before I show you some things, I wanted us to have another conversation. So I've missed you all. I like doing lives. I really, really do. It's been a little bit hectic, okay? And I need to be more consistent. I'll just go ahead and be honest and transparent. I need to be more consistent when it comes to connecting with you and sharing information with you. And the team and I are doubling down on how to ensure that that happens in a much more consistent way, that we get to do this, right? We get to have real conversations. And some of that will take the form of the podcast, which we launched, and we are now going to go back into, we launched in a preseason format, and now we're going to actually launch season 1 very soon. And then, of course, doing lives like this and sharing with you on all the different platforms. So the website is going to be worked on, and all kinds of things are happening to make sure that you have the right information at all times. If you are on my mailing list, you would have already gotten some emails letting you know about Islandpreneur, letting you know that the 25 for 25 special is going to end very soon. So get those tickets while you can. They are they go like this. It's now like hot bread. And thank you so much for those of you that heard the clarion call and just jumped on it. We do have limited space for Islandpreneur Live, so you want to make sure that you get your tickets while they last. And the reason being is because we want to make sure that we are able to do real dives into the topics. And sometimes when it's packed, it's just very hard for us to do that. So we want to make sure that you're connecting with people, that you're getting the right information and taking your ideas to the next level. So like, share this, tell a friend to tell a friend, catch the replay. Again, my name is Ife Badajo, all things Islandpreneur in a nutshell. So let's kind of dive into the topic. The topic is groundbreaking principles. The Islandpreneur edition, Islandpreneur 2023 edition. Ife, why are you talking about groundbreaking principles? And you have this event not too far away. Well, because I really believe that Islandpreneur is going to be doing some groundbreaking things. It's going to be a groundbreaking experience for all of us, me included. And it's going to help to shift things and catapult some things and be the catalyst for other things. And so, in that spirit, I wanted to share with you a bit about the heart of Islandpreneur. Islandpreneur is not just about business. It's not. Business is the bait, but it's not just about business. Yes, I want you to do well in your business. Yes, I want you to build a successful business. Yes, I want you to go global. Yes, I want you to use digital tools and be digitally enabled. But it's about you designing your life in such a way that you get to live out your purpose through your business. It's about you being able to take care of your community and your families. It's about you being able to develop yourself and showcase your unique gifts and talents to the world. It's about you being able to do all of the above and live a life that is filled with happiness and health and wholeness and joy. And that is what is at the core of Islandpreneur. It's about you being resilient and being able to withstand shocks and recover quickly from shocks. That is what Islandpreneur is all about. It's not just about business. Business is the bait. Business is the thing that connects everything together. But in order to build the kind of business that you want to build, you have to be the kind of entrepreneur that is required. And in order to be the entrepreneur that is required, you have to be the person that is required. So this is about you going to the next level. And if you're hearing things in the background, it's because that's the kind of life we live. We're in that phase where everything happens at the same time. So I just wanted to give you a little bit about the heart. It's not just about AI and sales and a lean model canvas and attracting investment. It's not only about that. It's about you building freedom. I think you could see it here. Can you see it here? No, maybe. It's about, yeah. It's about freedom. It's about you having time freedom. It's about you having financial freedom. And it's about you living out purpose through your business. So that being said, and me sharing my heart, let's talk about these groundbreaking principles. First things first, if you're going to break ground, you have to understand that you're going to be a pioneer and you're going to be pioneering certain things. And when we hear pioneer, many of us get scared. We get scared because the first thing that pops into your head is, I don't want to do too much. I just want to build this little small business. I just want to do this little thing. I don't want to be rich. I just want to live happy. And we automatically shrink ourselves often, and we don't tell our whole truth because we are scared of what others think about us pioneering. So the first principle of breaking ground, the first groundbreaking principle is that you have to break the ground or the barriers that are limiting your growth internally first. You have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable with the unknown. You have to be comfortable with the unpredictable. You just got to be comfortable knowing that you are going to pioneer this thing, whatever that thing is. And pioneering doesn't mean that, you're on a ship somewhere looking for the North Indies of the planet, East Indies, West Indies, North Indies. That's not necessarily what pioneering is about. Pioneering is you daring to do what you see in your head, but you don't really see it around you. So you're daring to go to school and go and get a tertiary education when others around you don't even have a proper high school degree. That is pioneering. You deciding to leave a comfortable job to start your podcast or to go into music or to become an artist and live out your creative self because that's the higher purpose for you, that is pioneering. You deciding to stay married and have children and build a healthy home that is happy for your kids instead of being a single parent or divorce and you're trying to break a cycle intentionally, that is pioneering. So pioneering is just being able to do what you don't see done around you, but that you know within you is something that needs to happen. And so the first principle is that you have to be comfortable with pioneering. Why? Because pioneering ultimately is disruptive. Is disruptive by nature. You're going to disrupt the way you think first, the way you see the world first. You're going to disrupt your own paradigm first. And then that is going to trickle into you disrupting other people's paradigm of you, how they see you, how they perceive you is also going to be disrupted. And we don't like disruptions. So there may be some people who embrace that and go like, yes, because they've been waiting for the permission to also disrupt. And so you disrupting by being a pioneer gives them permission to also be a pioneer. And so they are excited for you. Or you're going to have people refrain from embracing that. And they are going to look at you and figure out or look at you with a little bit of disdain, is the word that comes to mind. They're going to criticize your pioneering because they did not pioneer or they're uncomfortable with change. They want everything to remain the same. They just want everything to remain exactly the same as it is now. Don't ruffle too many feathers, don't do nothing. And all you're doing is being you. But being you can be disruptive to some people. And so, if you're going to break ground, if this is your groundbreaking year, if this is the year that you're going to do things that you've never done before, and that you're going to go and do heights and accomplish things that you have never done before, you need to know that it's going to disrupt certain things in your ecosystem. And the first thing it's going to do is going to disrupt the way that you think and you see you. And once you've embraced that, it's going to disrupt some of the things around you, right? So that's principle number one. Principle number two, which I kind of alluded to before, is that not everyone is going to understand why you are breaking ground. There she go again. Why she always have to be extra? Why she always on the radio, on the TV? Why is she having her website look like she's some big brand? They don't understand why you are breaking ground. It is not for them to understand why you are breaking ground. It is for you to understand why you are breaking ground. and that you have to be comfortable with the people around you not being comfortable and not being able to understand. They may not get it now, but they're going to get it when the house is built. So when you're building a house, when you're about to start a business and you're going to build something, there's a groundbreaking ceremony. You are there to celebrate that a new phase has started, that this ground is no longer um, in a state of status quo, but that something special is going to take place here and that you are breaking ground to get ready for it. You have a groundbreaking ceremony. So some of you need to have a groundbreaking ceremony. You need to celebrate that the next phase of your life is building something extraordinary. It's building something that's going to have economic impact and social implications, and it's going to change the world around you. You need to start celebrating that, even though all you see is the ground being broken. You don't see the building yet. You don't see the people walking around yet. You don't see the mall yet, or the plaza, or even the house. You don't see it yet. And still, there is a groundbreaking ceremony. So, if you would allow us to celebrate with you, I encourage you to come to Islandpreneur Live next week, June 29th to 30th, so that we can have a groundbreaking ceremony together. Now, the other principle, groundbreaking principle, is that breaking ground prepares it to yield fruit or progress. So if you're planting and you're planting a tree, you have to break the ground and you have to plow it up so that the nutrients can start to get going and things of that nature. And then you put the seeds in, and after that, you take care of the land, and eventually it will sprout and it will yield fruit. Similarly, when you are building a actual building, and you're breaking the ground, you're preparing it for the foundation so that it can hold what's going to come on it, so that that can yield progress, that can manifest something bigger than just the ground. So breaking ground helps you to prepare for what's going to happen after the ground is broken. Does that make sense? Okay. And last and certainly not least, the groundbreaking principle about the collective. It is not, excuse me. I know this is live and direct. I should have a nice glass of water, but I have a bottle. The last principle is about groundbreaking, is that it's groundbreaking. It's never about one person. Groundbreaking is about the collective. The tree is not so that one person can have one fruit. The tree is so that there will be trees that bear a lot of fruit. The building is not for that one person to have a building. The building is either for there to be other businesses in the building, or that there is an opportunity to pass down the building or leverage the building. It is always about something bigger than what you see right in front of you. It is about the collective moving forward. And so the four groundbreaking principles: pioneering is disruptive by nature. You're going to have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Two, not everyone is going to understand why you are breaking ground. That's okay. The real thing is that you need to understand why you're breaking ground and be comfortable with that. And three, breaking ground prepares you for the fruit, for the prosperity, for the opportunities, for all of the things that come after the ground is broken. And 4, breaking ground is not just for you. It is for everyone that is connected to you in this generation, the generation before, and absolutely the generations after. So those are the 4 great breaking ground principles. The IPL23, Islandpreneur Live 23 edition. We do have Islandpreneur right around the corner that's happening. And in case you have not heard about it, seen it, know what to do, let me walk you through this process very simply. I'm going to take you to, and I know it's dinner time. When you get this on the replay, like, share, go ahead and let everyone else know about the 4 groundbreaking principles. And if you have more, let me know. I just chose 4. Those aren't the 4, they're just 4. So let me know if there's anything else that you believe needed to be shared that I may not have highlighted. I would love to continue this conversation with you. Um, So give me 1 second. Voila. Okay. So when you go to islandpreneur.co, you will land on this page. You land on this page. This page will give you an overview of Islandpreneur. The first thing it does is that it tells you where you're at, Islandpreneur Live 2023, where it's going to be, when it's going to take place, and then you can get your pass. I'm going to walk you through that in a second. Then it's going to give you a little bit of a spiel of the Islandpreneur event, give you some context so that you know what's happening, and then you get to share or learn more about our speakers. We are adding some of the speakers this evening, so you'll get to see those there. Speakers that are not yet visible are Vincencia Rosen Sandiford from Bureau for Intellectual Property, um, and David Levy Maduro from CXP. So day 1, the official opening and the panel discussion. So between 9:30 and 10, and doors open. Actually, we're opening it up at 8 o'clock, to be honest. But we're giving people time to get there. So we start no later than 9:30. Um, so between 9:30 and 11, that will be streamed online. You would get to see that streamed right here on the platforms that you're viewing right now, both YouTube and Facebook. After this, it is a closed session. It is only for the people that invested in this in themselves to learn more. And so we're gonna you're gonna hear from Christy Brown. We're gonna switch up this title a little bit because it's not fully explaining what she will bring to the table. And then you have attracting investors, capital ready, a surprise presentation. I'm just gonna leave it there. I got some surprises up my sleeve. Leslie is the host, and so we have a lunch, and then from lunch, we're going to do some conversations about IP and then AI. And then we wrap up at about 3 p.m. It shouldn't last longer than that. It might even wrap up a little bit earlier, depending on what's happening. That gives us time to also connect with each other and build relationships with each other, because sometimes it's just so hard to do that during the event itself, even though Island Connect, so wherever you see Island Connect, Leslie is going to do his magic to make sure that people in the room are connecting with each other. I'm so excited about that. Then on the second day, Minister of Finance will open up, and then we have the Island Connect. I'm going to talk a little bit about the power of islandpreneurs and islandpreneurship. Um, then we're going to have a showcase by CXP from David Maduro. He's going to give you a preview of some of the things that are going to be on the market for St. Martin before the year is out. Okay, so you're going to get a preview. No one else has seen this stuff. I told you we're going to talk about digital payments. I told you it's going to take a forefront. Then we're going to look at key metrics to create wealth. Jeff Johnson is a fintech specialist as well. So we may tweak this a little bit to keep the discussion about digital payments going. Then we have Leslie, who's going to transition and talk more about AI and how to use it. That's going to be a live and direct workshop. You don't want to miss that. Then we have the demo um, with the US consulate in Stanford University, and it is Friday. I get it. Those 2 days are going to be intense. So we actually close off a little bit earlier at about 1 p.m. Now, you're going to ask me, Ife, what happened to the entrepreneurship pitch competition? Well, we didn't get the response that we thought we would. And so we decided to take that out for this particular event. We would probably do it later on in the year. And so stay close to that because I know several of you want to participate, but we also understand that we need to create the environment where you have the right tools to participate at the highest level. So we're going to attach that pitch competition to an accelerator program that we're going to do specifically for those of you who want to do e-commerce types of business, okay? Or digital entrepreneurship businesses. Okay, so let me go back to the top because I promise you I'll walk you through this process. I just wanted to give you some updates so that you have that live and direct. So you have that beautiful purple button. You go and click Get Your Pass. And guess what? Let me see if it's showing up on the screen the same way. No, it is not. So give me 1 second. What happens is when you click on Get Your Pass, you will then land on this page. So many of you have seen the digital flyer that's been circulating on social media. So then you land on this page, and then this page will, as you can see, there's still that 25% special right now for just under $73. You can get the access pass that gives you access to 2 days. And if you want to be a vendor, these are very, very limited. We only have a few spots for that. Then you have 147, and that gives 2 people access along with the table for you to showcase your service or product, right? So then you click on Buy Now, and it will continue to another page. Yeah. And here you would see at the top, because I've been on this already a couple of times, you would see at the top your total, how many items you have on top, and the coupon is already applied. This is already the discounted price. And then you can proceed to checkout and continue. So this is based on CX Pay's backend. And so I'm very excited that they partnered with us to make this a possibility for you. My dog is excited. That's how exciting it is. My dog is excited. So, that being said, guys, we are just days away. I'm super excited. Like, share, love, give me feedback. Let me know if you're ready as I'm ready. You want to be there next week. It's happening Thursday and Friday, the 29th and the 30th. I know this June month has been a little hectic because for me, the past 3 weeks has been from landing back into St. Martin, finalizing the Integrity Symposium with the team. That was on the 26th, I think, or the 27th of May, followed immediately with ESXM, where I was a panelist, followed immediately with the Governor's Symposium, which wrapped up last week, Friday, followed with CIF, which was for the Culture Creative Industry Forum that ended today. And now we're out 9 days or so before Islandpreneur Live. So I know that June has been a little bit intense. I get it. And I also want you to know that we're here for you. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Every year it gets better and better. But we started out in a virtual setting. And so we're very excited to have you in the room. So, like and share. This is for you guys. This is for you. Um, this is for you. So we are very excited. I am going to grab something to eat quick before I go into my last meeting for today and then do some work before I go to bed. I thank you so much for hanging out with me. We've been talking now for a bit, maybe 30 minutes or so. But remember the four principles. You got to break ground. This year, we breaking ground. Okay. And so that's going to be happening also at Islandpreneur Live with a couple of surprises. I can't share everything. So there's a couple of surprises that I've been working on the back end. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Oh, and if you are tuning in tomorrow, Wendell Moore, 102.7 FM, I'm going to be there doing a live interview so you can get to hear more about the event, hear more about what's happening, hear more about how you can be a part of it. And I look forward to seeing you very, very, very soon. Bye.